back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. I'm back today with a pick a card reading for you. Of course, I wanted to take a moment to say thank you and welcome back to my beautiful soul family. Thank you to my returning subscribers who are such a blessing to me and are so wonderful to me in the comments section. Thank you guys for all of your beautiful comments. I don't get a chance to respond to all of them, but I do get a chance to read them, and you guys are amazing. So thank you so much for spreading so much light in my life and in the lives of other people as well. If you are new to the channel or you've stumbled across the channel for the very first time, we would love to have you join us as a part of our soul family here by subscribing, hitting your notification bell, your like button. It helps me to bring you guys more content, but most importantly, when you drop me a comment below my video and you're subscribed and you have your notification bells on, I can enter you for a chance to win a free reading with me. So be sure to do that. But otherwise, just get cozy, pull up a chair, and we're going to have a little chat today because we're all friends when we gather around this table. For today's topic, we're looking at your next relationship and some details about what that's going to look like for you. We have 3 piles to choose from. Pile number 1 here with the Muse Tarot and the red leaf. Pile number 2 with the Relative Tarot and the yellow leaf. And pile number 3 with the Herb Crafters Tarot and the green leaf. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, my timestamps are listed below. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, today it's all about your next relationship and what can you expect from this next relationship, details about this person. Hopefully we'll even see about timelines, but what can this next relationship expect, or what can you expect in the next relationship cycle? Pile 1. Hello, pile number 1. You were drawn to the red leaf and here to the Muse Tarot, and this is your reading. What will your next relationship bring? Some details about your next relationship. What can you expect? Pile 1, please. I just saw the 8 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. So for someone watching, you could have your eye on someone at work. Let's take a look here. What to expect? Your next relationship. We have the World. We have the Queen of Cups. We have Justice, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. I want to put them like so I can see them. So let's do this. Well, you definitely have a new pathway to explore opening up for you, pile 1. And this pathway, there's a really strong emphasis on the work realm for someone, but that's not for everyone. I'm dealing with collective energy, so I have multiple energies that are floating in and out. The most important aspect of this message is the doorway. It doesn't matter where it's forming, it's the doorway. And it's an important doorway potentially too for someone watching. You could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You don't have to be. But I also feel like the Divine Feminine here is struggling with forgetting someone or something. And so there's this feeling about having to redirect. It's like I could have had my heart set on someone in the past, and now I have to kind of go back to the drawing board and reassess my plan for my future. And I have to reassess where is my future taking me. So the heart space has been very much affected in the past, which could make you slow down the potential exploration. Because I feel like you don't want to have the wool pulled over your eyes ever again. That's what I just heard. I'm never going to be the fool again. And I feel like you don't want to build castles in the sand either, because they're really emphasizing this slippery sand. It's like I don't want to build castles in the sand. I don't want to have visions of grandeur. I just want to know what's coming. You have the Empress. But you can see how this beautiful Empress, this heart is the seat of the soul. And coming out of the heart space is change. And all of this planetary energy, it's like there's something in the planets and the alignments that's coming in for you. And it doesn't look at all like what you've experienced in the past. There is an emphasis on internet energy. So for someone watching, this next relationship could begin online. We have the Knight of Cups. And we have the 10 of Swords. And although it feels like you're not even sure if you want anything serious, you're not sure if you want anything that's going to end up turning into anything. I feel like if you are online and you're going through the dating sites, you're not that serious about it because you're still reeling from some sort of pain. It's going to require your vulnerability to kind of jump into this new timeline for you. And I feel like this person makes it easy to kind of fall for them because they're exceptionally good looking. Like I feel like they're really attractive to you, and it makes it hard to kind of listen to the notes of my logic when I'm like, I'm holding on to this force of protection and self-protection. I feel like it's really hard to do that here because this person makes you want to spend time with them. They're just really attractive. We do have the 10 of Swords here with the 7 of Swords. And it emphasizes the healing journey. It emphasizes hope. Hope perhaps that had been dashed in the past for you. And all of this 10 of Swords is like this over-emotional response to heartbreak and pain and disappointment that you've experienced. And now we have the solution. Spirit says the pathway in your next relationship is the solution to all of that pain and loss. Because we're reigniting the light in the heart space. And they really emphasize, again, taking that leap of faith. They say that this is an upgrade for you, 100% an upgrade. But it does mean finally closing the chapter of expectation that we're holding such a strong force towards. And it feels like a secret. It's like it's sitting in my soul. I'm not really sharing with other people that I'm holding space for this person or for this expectation. I just saw the 10 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, they're so adamant about this new pathway for you, pile 1. The Fool, the 4 of Wands. Oh, I just saw one flip over. The Queen of Wands, you could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You don't have to be. But the most important thing about this Queen is this black cat serves as a warning that we don't mess with the Queen of Wands. We don't keep her waiting. We don't break her heart either. And when she sees the Queen of Cups having her fragile heart broken, the Queen of Wands steps up in front of her and says, I'm going to protect her. I'm going to protect that heart by being focused elsewhere. And that's why she's going to be focused in this new realm. Because this isn't just any opportunity. This is a really great opportunity. I almost wanted to say the opportunity for you. And the 2 of Pentacles here is talking about how maybe you're waiting for a moment where you're feeling really secure to really jump into the opportunity, to really say yes to change. Spirit says it won't arrive when you feel ready. And oftentimes the path that scares us the most is the path for us. So they really don't want you to be a tire kicker when it comes to the risk. When it comes to stepping outside of your comfort zone, they want you to explore it. And they don't want you to put down any unnecessary commitments. They don't expect you to put any expectations upon yourself. They just want you to start the process. Just enjoy it. Because what you find may surprise you. The Sun is talking about levity and joy and abundance. And it's like they ask us to take on the mentality of like a child who's leaping into the unknown. They just expect success. And Spirit says you can expect change. Huge amounts of change. And they are saying, they just said that this pathway is going to make you forget all about them from the past. It's going to help shine a light on why that didn't work out in the first place. You're going to forget all about them. Because they just showed me Dory here now too from Finding Nemo. And they're saying it's like Dory never remembered anything. And ultimately, you're going to forget all about this old energy. We have the Knight of Swords and we have the Ace of Wands. I feel like the person that's coming forward for you is very attractive, as I said. And I feel like they're funny. I feel like they just kind of have a triple threat going on for them. I feel like they're intelligent. I feel like they're funny. They feel like they're filled with energy as well. And this is like, Spirit is using this connection for you to spark you up again, to make you feel alive again, ultimately. And where the path leads you, for some, it can lead to a lot of abundance. For others, it's leading you to clarity and removing you from prisons of your own design, removing you from attachments that are no longer good for you, and helping to free you so that you can lead from the heart space again, which is such a wonderful thing. And it's something that you deserve so much as well. Trust in the universe. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing was not yours, but the universe is at play. And we have here the art of life. There's no sacred light in this aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin and let love dance in sight. And the boldness is really influencing and encouraging this leap of faith from the Fool, because it's time for you to show compassion to yourself by allowing yourself some expansion. It says, compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. And ultimately, this heart space, that's what they're talking about, is this beautiful heart space that's alive again, that's awake again. You can see here with the Queen of Cups, she's kind of suppressed everything below the surface of that water. And there's a woman on top who's really walking the beach alone. And this is the cure to that. The cure to loneliness. Advice, please. What is coming in? And love, please. For pile number 1. You are provided for in all ways because abundance is coming in for you. And this buffalo spirit is helping you to charge through the old attachments. This is kind of the mentality they want you to take on when it comes to applying strength towards this opportunity. Pay attention to these signs that are going to be leading you. We have make a decision and take appropriate action. And that's ultimately what they want you to understand about the nature of these messages, is that even though they're letting you know that this opportunity is coming and that it's going to be presented to you, I feel like very, very soon for some watching, it's still your choice to make. They still trust your discernment and they're going to follow you down whatever path you choose. But they are really encouraging and nudging you through this doorway, and they don't want you to necessarily delay. Because there's this feeling of opportunities being presented to us, but they won't be sitting presented to us forever, especially with this particular person. So make sure that you're trusting in your instincts to guide you through, even if those instincts are encouraging you to push yourself out of your comfort zone. Very, very important. What is your next relationship? Details, please. What can they expect in this next relationship? We have here, Spirit has a plan, number 35. I do feel like, again, for someone watching, and not for everyone, but there could be a workplace connection here in some way as well. And it says, Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. Once we work to overcome this obstacle of the devil, it says number 15, once we overcome those attachments, the unknown holds infinite possibilities for us. So that's why they don't want to put any undue pressure upon commitments or what's available to you. Ultimately, for some watching with investment, this could definitely lead to commitments. But overall, it's leading us to clarity. It's leading us to release. It's leading us to more abundant mindsets. And that's the most important thing in the present moment for us right now. So it allows us to give ourselves the permission to flood the unknown with infinite possibilities. Whereas right now, we may be flooding it with some limiting expectations and some protective energies around our heart. We have tend to the small things, mouse spirit. And I often think about a little tiny mouse that when you turn on the kitchen light that goes scurrying into the darkness because it's so afraid of the unknown or being seen. But they keep emphasizing four of wands. They're emphasizing this beautiful gateway for you. Whoops. Let's get advice, please. What can they expect in this new love cycle? We have clairvoyance. Archangel Raziel is helping you your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. And that's what this new pathway is going to allow you to do. To clearly see why we go through certain cycles of pain, which are oftentimes built into our experience. We have indigo and crystal children. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help those who are sensitive. And this is, you could perhaps work with children even. But they are talking about blockages in the chakra system and how it's going to be a two-way street. Your heart chakra may be a little bit blocked right now, but this is the solution to this. But there's a reason why this person is a little bit vulnerable or insecure as well. And you may be able to take on a leadership role when it comes to unlocking their own insecurities. But they want you to know that you've already overcome the worst and you are surmounting any previous challenges that has affected you. You're in for a much better experience in the unknown, pile 1. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile 1. Details of your next relationship. We have the 7 of Wands reversed. Put it back over. King of Cups. And the 9 of Cups reversed. I feel like you thought you had found your person in the past and we've been disappointed. And now this 9 of Cups is like, we want solutions right now. It's like, I don't want to feel like this anymore. And even with the 7 of Wands reversed, there's this feeling about giving up before the fight. It's like, I don't even feel like I want to be a part of the fight. And so you may be suffering from that moment. You may be suffering with this idea of, I don't want to even be involved in the dating world. I don't want to invest in anything real. I just want to perhaps see what's out there and play the field. Spirit says no matter what gets you out on that field, they want you to apply that force. Even if it's little tiny baby steps, even if you're faking your confidence. We have the chain. We have X and E. We also have the chain, so attachments to an ex, attachments to the past. We have this empty heart space here. And we do have the skull, so I think about reality transition and grief, and it's next to a forever friend's charm. So attachment from the past or someone that we have physically lost. And we do have the black lightning bolt. So I think of turns of events. I think of tower moments. So you may have suffered from a profound loss, and for someone watching, it may not just be a practical loss with connections. It may be like a physical loss with someone. But we have the key. We have the key with the heart space. So if we feel stuck in our heart, Spirit says there is healing afforded to us in this new chapter, but we are the key to unlocking that solution by leaping into unknowns and leaping into opportunity. All right, pile 1, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. If it did, drop your comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. If you are chosen the winner, I will be notifying you underneath your comment with clear instructions on how to notify me through one of my links below my reading. So be sure to protect yourself from scammers on Instagram or here on YouTube in the comments section who make pose as the Tarot Cottage, because I give very clear instructions on how to communicate back with me. But I hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You were drawn to the yellow leaf, or here to the relative tarot, and this is your reading. What can you expect in your next relationship? Some details about your next relationship that's coming in. What can pile 2 expect? The King of Swords, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Judgment, Chariot, Ace of Swords. You're in for a new experience, Spirit says, because this next chapter for you in love, now you could be the air sign and the water sign could be coming in, or vice versa. So please take that as it resonates. I feel like there is a Libra energy that's going to be involved in the love realm. If you're the Libra, then you could have a Cancer energy that's coming in for you. But what they're really talking about is this opposites attract energy and how you're going to really learn. You're being called to gather more information or to learn more about the opposite perspective. So that's what you can expect as part of this new relationship. It's a fresh new perspective, a fresh new start, and you guys are working together collaboratively to both look at or to both achieve ascension in those areas. So this Libra energy coming from the Divine Masculine, they're very logical, very smart, very clearly focused, perhaps not really affected by the waves of emotion the way that this Chariot energy would be. And so it's just an interesting energy that I'm feeling between the two of you, because I feel like for the Divine Feminine, I feel like the emotional realm is the asset, is the kind of muscle that you have to offer. And this person's logic is their asset. So it's like you can learn from them and they can learn from you on how to tap more into their emotional energy. And they keep talking about opposites attract because they showed me the Lovers. I know you're going to be really attracted to this person. There's the Tower. And there's the Four of Pentacles. You know what's interesting is that it's almost going to like blow the lid off of all of what you thought you knew or your expectations. This is not the type of person that you assumed that you would end up with or that you would be dating perhaps. They're not necessarily your type 100%. Or what you would perceive, but you learn so much from each other. There's an educational energy. And to be honest, with someone watching, this person could be a teacher, or they could be like somebody who communicates for a living. In fact, there's almost a sense of them being like you being a student and them being a teacher. So take that as it resonates. We have the Eight of Cups. Because this person has oftentimes avoided emotion. It's like they don't understand it as much as like the Divine Feminine would. They don't understand huge outbursts of emotions. They're very logical, this person. And they feel like it's logic that creates a lot of kind of strength. But you are like a heart space of emotion, and that's kind of where your strength lies. And you empower each other by helping each other tap into each of your assets. Now, what's really interesting here is that for someone watching, this is going to create permanent different sort of perspectives in you. It's going to create permanent change. For someone watching, you're meeting someone that's going to change your life in a way. It's like your life will never be the same. You have the Queen of Wands. And I just heard this may be the person you've been waiting for. This may be the person you've been waiting for. We have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, there's the Nine of Cups. Back of the deck is the Six of Pentacles and the Fool. There's a very heavy communication cycle that could open this up, and it is connected to the Fool, which I sometimes connect to the world, which is the internet. So for someone watching, that could be a factor, but I don't feel like that's the overhauling way that you meet them, to be honest. There seems to be a school aspect with this person. So you could go to school with them. They could hold some sort of position in the school of some kind. They could be working there, for instance, but there's some type of foundation or community aspect to you meeting them. I feel like some of your conversations and your conversations could happen online, but I don't feel like it's an overall aspect of you meeting them online. I feel like there's an institution involved in some way, work realm, school realm, church, something like that. But what's really important here is that the Chariot, the death energy, this is about rebirth. This is a vehicle that's helping you see things from a new perspective, helping you to experience life from a brand new perspective too. Because as I said, for someone watching, this Tower, the Nine of Cups, is saying that this could be the person for you. They could end up changing everything. With the Four of Pentacles, with the Six of Pentacles together, that's the Ten of Pentacles. When we collaborate, when we work together, we can build a life together. We have the Emperor, Taurus. This person's very kind of protective over you as well. They're not all logic. They're not like, sometimes when I feel the logic of the King of Swords, I think of like Elon Musk. They're not that logical. They're very protective over you. They just don't tap into the realm of emotion that much. They're kind of stubborn about it. But again, you help them to tap into that. You help to change that about them. Because there's so much potential with this person. And it's not that they don't have emotions. It's that they're ill-equipped to tap into them. We have the Star and we have the Queen of Swords, but you're the leader. You're leading them. And I think that that's kind of a beautiful energy for the Divine Feminine to be leading. There's Aquarius energy. There's Leo energy very strong here as well. And this Star energy is talking about rebirths and recalibrations and a new focus for you. But it's also talking about the vulnerability that you're both going to have to show when creating that rebirth. But there's such a beautiful, like you're the healer. So I almost just heard hospital from someone as well. So for the Divine Feminine could be working in a hospital. So take that as it resonates. But there's the Ten of Pentacles and there's the Tower. This could be the situation that changes everything. The Tower is talking about permanent change and enlightenment. It's like there's something very enlightening about this connection moving forward. You guys learn a lot from each other. And again, there's the Ten of Pentacles because you could be building a life with this person as well. Oopsie. Details of your next relationship. What to expect next in love when it comes to relationships. A cure for longing. Love is happiness. A spark inside. Live deliberately. Choose boldly. And then you have arrived. It's a cure for loneliness. And if we've been waiting for a new opportunity in love for a while, the wait is almost over. And I'm going to try to get a timeline here about when this person's going to show up. For someone watching, I feel like this person's already watching you or already is aware of you. We have offerings. Abundance lies in the heart that allows. Share more than expected and see love come around. And that's what they're really already talking about, is that I feel like this person's already aware of you. You're already aware of them. But it's like both of you are waiting for the other to step forward and say something. You discover your path in sacred walkabout. Your trees are your people, the earth is your tribe, and indigenous lessons you find the will to survive. And it's about finding your person out in the world. And I just got this message about someone who didn't really grow up with a lot of family or really close family, and you're creating a family with this person. You're creating the foundation that you lacked. So the things that you lacked in your own life, you're going to be able to establish here. We have collaborate, Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. And there is an emphasis here on divine feminine energy. So you could be the divine feminine who is interested in the divine feminine, for instance. But this is also about work collaborations, school collaborations, and the two of you working together to see a new perspective, each of you respectively having a new perspective. And Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion. Number 22. And they're asking us to look beyond the immediate appearances to see the truth of a person, because this person has a hard time showing emotion. But they're also hungry for transformation. Like, I feel like when they meet you, you give them hope that they can tap into some of that heart space, and they're hungry for you. And so they're hungry for the transformation. We have Giraffe Spirit, see the bigger picture. And there's something bigger about the connection already. And I feel like, again, you've already met this person perhaps, but there's something bigger in store for us that we can't see in this present moment. Like, again, you may be sort of attracted to them, but you're like, that can't go anywhere. Because we're so different, that can't go anywhere. But the truth is that there's a bigger picture and plan for us. There's a bigger tapestry that's being shown that we just aren't privy to yet. What to expect in your next relationship for pile number 2. Reflect on your priorities. New moon in Aquarius. And there's a very strong emphasis on Aquarius as well. We have here, cool your emotions, full moon in Aries. And keep your heart open. Full first quarter moon in Libra. And we started with the Libra energy with the divine masculine. And I feel like that is one of the most obvious signs that Spirit is showing me of the evolution of this person, is that perhaps when you meet them, they're a little bit guarded emotionally, or they're more of an observer of emotion. It's like it confuses them somehow. They just showed me Sherlock Holmes. It's like a love that confuses us, but you allow them to open up that heart space. So they want you to keep your heart open so that you can serve as a beautiful example for this person. And they, on the opposite spectrum, are going to help you cool some of those emotions when our emotions get the better of us and overwhelm us. They're going to help you to kind of cool those emotions down. Advice, please, for pile number 2 when it comes to their next cycle in love. We have go with the flow. Go with the flow as water trickles down the stream. Do not hurry. You don't have to rush to any sort of commitment just because Spirit says this could lead to abundance. They just want you to take it day by day, because there is no such thing as the future. It's just the present moment that bleeds to the next moment. We have renew. Nature continually renews itself year after year. And for someone watching, I feel like you've known this person for a while. To be honest, I feel like they've been watching you for a while. And we have patience. Everything can be accomplished at nature's pace. So they don't want you to rush to commitments. They don't want you to rush to assumptions. They want you to take it day by day. Also, there's a certain amount of patience that this person is showing before they take action. We have uncertainty. The shades of gray within the fog will eventually lift. Let's try to get a timing as to when pile 2 can expect a shift in this connection for their next relationship. Spirit says that this person is going to take action within the next 3 to 5 months, and they are indicating that there could already be sort of a friendship that's formed here, not necessarily like a really strong, deep-seated emotional friendship, but there's an acquaintanceship that's already present here. And they say that this person could say something, or there could be some sort of movement in the next 3 to 5 months. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile 2. Advice for pile 2 about their next relationship. 8 of Wands, the Chariot, the Queen of Cups. Now there's this aspect about frustrating delays and feeling kind of stuck in a certain way. And there is an emphasis on Cancer energy for the Divine Feminine. That was right in the center of your reading as well with Scorpio. And so the Divine Feminine, oftentimes she wants her security established right away, ideally, so that she can feel confident, she can feel secure, because the Divine Feminine is always longing for that sense of security. So this connection, this next chapter in love for you, is going to test that a little bit, because we're here to gain mastery over these limiting emotions. And so this is going to test us to help us gain up that muscle. But I feel like you're going to fall for this person quite hard. We have attraction with the lipstick and a bow. You are very highly thought of. I do feel like there's an age gap here. I think the masculine energy would be older, maybe significantly. We have Capricorn. We have Christmas being significant with the feather. And we have a pentacle here from 2008. I do think about opportunity and communication. So I feel like you're already in communication with this person. We have here the sewing machine. We have no matter where and I can. So somebody who's trying to build up the courage now. We also have here a nursing cap. So there could be a hospital aspect to this, but there's also a very strong healing energy coming from the divine feminine. So you could be the healer. We have the Ace of Cups, new emotional starts. We have the yin yang, but we have a wrench in our plan here with the yin yang. And again, the wrench is the fact that there is a hesitation from this person and you guys are very different. It's like you're total opposite ends of the spectrum. All right, that is what I have for you today, pile 2. If it resonated with you, please drop your comment below for a chance to win a free reading with me. You can check out my links for Etsy below as well for a personal reading. But I hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You are drawn to the green leaf and to the Herb Crafter's Tarot, and this is your reading. Your next relationship, some details about this next relationship. What can you expect from the next person that's coming forward for you? For pile number 3, please. Ooh, on the floor already. We have the Four of Cups reversed. The Ten of Cups. They're already starting out this message by asking for a new perspective or a new approach towards what we're expecting, because they say that we're leading from a very sort of overlooked energy. It's like we're thinking the universe has forgotten all about us. But they want us to rest easy. I just heard rest easy, because you have not been forgotten. So turn your back against the waves of negative emotion that are threatening to keep you looking downward. They just said to me, poor Claires. And that could be a name, of course, that it resonates with you. But the poor Claires were a group of nuns, actually, that they lived in a cloister where they weren't allowed to look up. And they just had to look at the ground for their entire life while they were in prayer. And so they're asking us to look up. They want us to look up, to see the full spectrum, and to rest easy. They keep saying that, rest easy. We have the Ten of Swords. And they say that you may have been single for a while. And that's okay, and it sucks, and it's something that has been frustrating you, and perhaps again adding to this fuel of like, I've been forgotten, where is my person? Maybe this isn't in the cards for me, because they're talking about a season that has been disappointing for you. A season that has been disappointing for you, and how you've kind of surrendered into that season. You think that that's all that there is. But the season is coming to a close. I just saw the King of Pentacles. And this alfalfa with the Ten of Swords, it's usually grown in fields that need replenishment. So they'll grow corn or soya for a few years, and then they'll rotate the crops and grow a season of alfalfa. And it's not to throw away all the expectations of future soya and corn, but it's to prepare the soil for the next chapter. So they want you to close out to this cycle of disappointment. They want you to see things from a higher perspective and to look towards the horizon. Because there's somebody coming forward for you. Things are being woven. I just heard things are being woven for you. And this expectation here needs to be cleared out now with the Five of Swords, because it's not serving any good purpose. The White Sage is asking us for clearance, because it's just internalized noise or chatter or clutter that's making us feel this way, because we're being prepared for something. And everything that we're being prepared for is going to need our strength in order to execute change within. So they say that the frustrating wait that you've experienced is coming to a close. There's the Awakening card. There's the Judgment. It's finally coming to a close. And I'm saying finally because I feel like you've been really insecure about love recently too. But it's time to clear all the old memories out and look at things from a much higher perspective. Because you can see there's a beautiful rainbow here. We have a pot of gold waiting. There's a Six of Cups. There's a reunion of souls coming in for you. You haven't been forgotten. We have the Judgment. I keep hearing Celine Dion's A New Day Has Come. I've been waiting for so long, I heard. I've been waiting for so long. And you have been, but they're saying that it is worth the wait. And I love this because the 10 and the 9 is the full spectrum of the sun. Keep your head high and follow that sun, because this person was worth the wait, and you're going to feel kind of happy. There's a smug energy of like a satisfied energy of finally getting what I deserve. We have the 5 of Pentacles and we have the Temperance. They are saying that there was a purpose to the delay. It gave us an opportunity to see things from a more abundant perspective, or it gave us the opportunity to try to work that muscle in our periods of frustration and despair. And they're also saying that as much as you've been frustrated in the way, this person is frustrated too, because they're aligning you with the frequency of somebody in alignment with you. So this person coming forward is on the same wavelength as you, and you're leading by example. And that's why they want us to continue the process of redirecting our focus, because there's no use looking backwards, because your abundance is on the horizon. And they're not trying to negate the reality of the 3D situation. They know that in this moment, right now, you don't see this person sitting right before you. And so that's frustrating you in this moment. But that's why they're asking us for a little smidgen of vulnerability, because you have someone coming in for you. And here's the 9 of Wands. They say it's worth the wait. And they're also saying that, again, this delay was purposeful to help us clear out this internal conflict that's threatening to keep us passive in the 2 of Swords mentality, and threatening to do us in here. There's the 10 of Swords again, because it's like we have convinced ourselves that we are not going to receive what we want. And it's really easy for us to take that version of the truth and impale ourselves on this beach. But this beautiful sunshine upon the horizon is reminding us that we need to make that plan, or make that distinctive idea or decision by the light of optimism or by the light of day. And it's kind of blocking out the truth of who you are, the beautiful Empress. And you could be the Emperor. You don't have to be the Empress or the Divine Feminine. It's all about energy. But they're using this card as an example of your greatness, and how we feel, our emotions can lie to us, and they come in waves and will kind of cloud over or drown us in some of that emotion and cloud our judgment about who we are. So the delay was a little bit purposeful, but this person coming forward for you is going to be worth that wait. So can you tell me about this person, please? We have the 8 of Pentacles. For someone watching, this could begin in the work realm. It doesn't have to. But they are talking about this person being a really hard worker. We have the Sun. Leo energy. Leo energy. This person could be a Leo coming forward. The Divine Feminine here could be a Leo energy as well. This person coming forward could also be water energy. Yeah, there's the Ace of Cups. And there's the 4 of Swords. They're emphasizing here embracing the in-between. Here's the 6 of Cups. They're saying that this person's going to be very generous with you, and there's almost a friendship aspect coming in. You may have started as friends, or you could be friends right now, but we're going to be evolving beyond that state. But they're going to be very generous with you. It's like they put you up on a pedestal. And to be honest with you, I feel like they're kind of romantic in that sense, this person coming forward. They're really romantic in a really traditional way. They work really hard on themselves to be attractive for you. So this, for someone watching, I feel like this person could go to the gym. Maybe you'll even meet them at the gym, because there's something involved with that, with like an institution perhaps. But they work hard to feel better about themselves. And to be honest with you, for someone watching too, I feel like this person's lost a bunch of weight in the past, because I feel like they have the perspective of someone who was really heavy, and now they've lost a bunch of weight. They've worked really hard on themselves. I feel like this person works really hard with, perhaps even with their hands. It's like they could work in a trade of some kind, and I don't feel like they're necessarily in a manager position yet, but they are. I feel like they have so much potential, and people have noticed that about them. But I feel like they are perhaps working in some type of trade. And there was this, this message is coming in for someone very specific, but they may have suffered an injury in the past, which left them with some type of scar, or left them, it could even be an emotional scar, but it could be something like a physical scar that you can see. And that's not for everyone, that's just for someone very specific. We have the Emperor, very protective of you. Very protective of you, and doesn't show a lot of waves of emotion. Will sometimes want to kind of move away from emotion and really focus on physical energy with you to show you how they feel. It's like their love language is gifts, physical touch perhaps, but it's hard for them to say I'm sorry. I feel like it's really hard for them to do that. We have the Page of Swords and the Chariot. But you know what's interesting is that this is sort of similar to pile 2, but not to the extreme that pile 2 was, but they learn how to tap into that emotion through you. It's like they have conflict that tells them it's dangerous to allow themselves to be emotional, and you teach them that that's okay, which is kind of sweet. We have Libra energy on the back of the deck with the King of Swords, so this person could be a Libra. And we have this Judgment. There's this feeling of like, am I late? Have I missed my person? You're not late. It's like no time to say goodbye, hello, we're not late. So Spirit says you're being called. There's a new day coming. Do not think that what you've experienced over the last chapter of your life, because I feel like it's been a long period where you've been perhaps not in a serious relationship or just feeling single for a while. Spirit says don't let the past dictate what your future is going to unfold for you, because the new day is coming and they want you to allow yourself to explore it. I also feel like this person could have it's like I feel like they are considering taking more schooling to improve their chances of a higher position at work as well, and that might help you to identify them too. Let's take a look here. Details of your next relationship, please, for pile number 3. We have Three-Eyed Raven. Prepare for the unexpected. As sunrise hits upon the news, the messenger raven calls out with news. Prepare for the unexpected. So this person could pop up into your life unexpectedly out of the blue. But trust in the universe. Intuition has wandered and led you astray. The timing was not yours, but the universe is at play. It says have faith and breathe, because expansion is coming for you. So even though you're feeling forgotten, even though you're feeling frustrated, Spirit says that prepare for the unexpected then, because what you're expecting is loss and further conflict, but that's not what you're going to be receiving. So it's time to open up the heart space and prepare for union. What can you expect in your next relationship? The Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. Just saw life is a mystery. And I love the 60 because it reminds me of the number 6, which is a collaboration with Source or with Spirit. And the Swan reminds me of the Queen of Swords. So it's like a cold energy. It's like we need to melt the cold front to allow expansion. And it's time to clear out the clutter. Clear out the emotional clutter, prepare for more expansion. I think about the frog moving from the tadpole into growth. So everything that you experienced in the past, including the apathy and the sense of feeling ignored or depression, that was just meant to teach us something. It says slow and steady wins the race, the turtle spirit. So surrender to this moment, because we have further connection opening up to us. So despite the slow delay or the slow approach, Spirit says it's still coming in for you. Advice, please, about the next chapter in love, what to expect in your next relationship. We have here attuned to the divine, new moon in Pisces, getting back on track. But truthfully, Spirit is still advocating for the fact that everything on your wheel of fortune is in alignment. Everything's going exactly where it's supposed to and how fast it's supposed to. We have here reveal what needs to be seen, and the delays are meant for that. Meant for this purpose, to help us reveal what needs to be seen within that in-between period. And we have here, and also assess the situation. In the in-between, we're asked to embrace it in the moment so we can assess, so we can make discernible decisions. And that's why Spirit's asking us to kind of take a step back from where we're sitting right now in the present moment, so we can assess our true situation and step away from the emotional aspect of it and see it from a spiritual perspective. But they want you to know that what you expect as far as loss is not going to happen for you. So they want us to stop looking backwards and surrender to what's coming. In the bowl today, for pile 3, we have the 9 of Pentacles, we have the 8 of Cups, and we do have the Page of Pentacles. Now, I feel like you've had opportunities in the past that didn't really form or didn't really come to pass. Like they didn't evolve into very much. And I feel like you could spend some time comparing your experience to other people. And that can really lead to a lot of jealousy and unnecessary feelings of self-judgment that aren't the truth. Again, it's not the essence of a thing, it's our version of the truth. And so we have this 8 of Cups energy reversed, and it's talking about us returning home to who we actually are, as opposed to who we think we are and what our experience is actually telling us in this moment. They want us to return to home base, return and ground ourselves to the present opportunity that's going to present itself for us, so that we can feel empowered by what has been and not kept back or held down because of what has been. They want us to take every opportunity to see abundance at every chance that we get, even if we have to fake it. And that it's easier said than done. That takes practice. Like Spirit wants us to know that they say it, but they understand how difficult it actually is. We have X and F. We have beauty and S as well. Now, there could be an X energy that we're kind of hung up on, but I'm feeling the sense of like being single for a long time. We have a wrench in our plans, and we have the Ace of Swords. We also have beauty in the reverse. So you could be judging yourself and your physical self very harshly, and Spirit definitely wants that to stop too, because that's a me versus me mentality. We have here the cup with the little dog, and they're reminding me of the 10 of Pentacles here with this cup of tea, and they're reminding you of their loyalty to you and their loyalty to your desires and your heart's desire, and they want you to be loyal to those heart's desire as well and show that loyalty through your focus, because wherever our focus is, our energy goes. And we have the starfish of Aquarius here. The starfish loses a limb and regrows it. So once we journey like the starfish, if we lose something in the past and we start working towards our own wholeness, we're going to recognize that we're regrowing everything that we thought that we lost in the first place. All right, pile 3, that's what I have for you today. I hope it resonates. I'm praying for you. If it resonated with you, please drop a comment below so that I can enter you in for a chance to win a free reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell if you do so that I can notify you if you're chosen the winner. You can check out my links below for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. But I hope that you come back here and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.